Let me begin with bringing y'all back in time. Remember being in high school, remember college applications, remember seeing how many of your friends were going off to amazing colleges and universities all over the country. For me, I remember feeling left behind. But worse, a sense of internalized embarrassment for my decision to attend community college. I remember the scariest question for me was, where are you going to school? I would stutter and respond with, oh, I'm just going to community college. I wouldn't even mention the name because I felt it was so insignificant. Show of hands of all the people who've experienced similar situations. Looking around, I know my experience isn't unique. And if you didn't feel that piece of shame, you're already a part of the solution. Today, I'm far beyond being ashamed. Instead of feeling internalized embarrassment, I choose to look at community college through a completely different lens. So I'm here to empower my fellow peers and community members by destigmatizing community college. Being an advocate for the system is one of my biggest passions. Recently, I was appointed by Governor Newsom to the California Community College's Board of Governors. For those of y'all who don't know what that is, and I don't blame you, it's the highest governing board that oversees 2 million students across 116 community colleges. I know and I understand that being a community college student, especially a mission college student, is something that we should be proud of. From certificates, associates, and now bachelor's degrees, the community college system provides more to its students than most four-year universities ever could. Unfortunately, these amazing opportunities are overshadowed by the negative stigma. To keep it simple, I'm going to debunk the 3 most common myths about community college that affect myself as well as other students, and discuss the future steps that we can take to combat this stigma. Myth number 1, students who go to community college are unmotivated and underprepared for a 4-year university. This myth comes from the history of the community college system, way back when the community college system was still a part of the K-12 system. Back then, high schools had collegiate departments as an extension of their programs, and from that, the outdated term junior college was birthed. Back then, community colleges served solely to allow students to complete lower division courses before transferring to a university. Currently, the term junior college is still used at 2 colleges, Santa Rosa and Modesto Junior College, and luckily, majority of our system has shifted away from this labeling. For many, this shifting is a huge positive. And I believe that the community colleges are not for those who are underprepared or those who didn't get into any other college. That is absolutely not the case for myself as well as other students. Community colleges have grown tremendously in the past few decades. They've revolutionized higher education by taking a student-centered approach that dismantles the idea that college is one size fits all. This student-centered approach means that institutions focus on students' needs, not the other way around. In other words, we've changed the question from, are our students ready for college, to, is our college ready for our students? I also want to acknowledge that not every student in the system is a traditional fresh out of high school individual. We serve students from every age group and educational background. And I'd like to share a short story of my friend. He is an intelligent individual pursuing aerospace engineering. Straight out of high school, he attempted to attend a community college, but ultimately left to join the Army. After a few years in service, he is now pursuing education full-time at Mission College, and he has not only excelled in his classes, but he is a fantastic tutor and a great addition to our community. Collectively, we bring our own stories, and we make the system so unique. Myth number 2, affordability comes at the cost of quality. Some people believe that since community college tuition is so low compared to four-year institutions, that they provide a lesser education. Unfortunately, as a society, we have used the expensive price tag to equal higher quality. I'm not saying you won't get a fantastic education, spending somewhere between $15,000 to $50,000 at a four-year university. I'm saying that you can get that education for the fraction of the cost at a community college. One of the biggest needs of all students is affordable, quality education. As Steve Robinson, the founder of NCC Stigma, said, "We hire people who are good teachers, and they are very good at teaching introductory courses because they do it a lot. We all focus on professional development surrounding teaching, and it's all about teaching." So I want to take some time to praise our college faculty for their work in providing high-quality education. College professors often have taught concurrently or in the past taught at four-year universities, but many choose to teach here because they love to educate. We have professors at Mission who have taught at prestigious institutions, including Stanford and UC Berkeley. For many students, affordability is not only a huge perk, but a necessity. According to the Community College Research Center, nationally, 2/3 of community college students work, and 46% work full-time. In addition, according to the Lending Tree, the average cost per unit at a California community college is $51, while at a four-year institution, it's $359. That's almost 7 times more. The quality of education prepares students to enter the workforce and/or transfer into baccalaureate granting institutions. At the fraction of the cost of a university, community college students receive a more intimate style of education with class sizes between 20 to 25 instead of in the hundreds. I absolutely despise when people say community college courses are dumbed down, because to be transferable, they have to go through a rigorous process for approval by many four-year institutions. For example, organic chemistry is a class known to be notoriously difficult. It's also a class that makes many students rethink all life choices. Luckily, I had a positive experience. Instead of dreading lectures and exams and labs, I was excited to learn about how molecules behaved, and my professors had a passion for teaching students without diluting the material. This learning environment prepared us to take the nationally recognized organic chemistry exam, written by the American Chemical Society, and slight brag, but my friends and I did score above the national average. Besides that class, we have other programs on campus that prepare students for various standardized exams. Without a doubt, a community college provides students with high-quality, rigorous education at the fraction of the cost of a university. Myth number 3, community college students have no student life. Although most community colleges don't have traditional dorms or Greek life or large sporting events, there is still an abundance and prominence of student life on campus. Community colleges fully embrace the sense of having a community in and out of the classroom. I mean, it's in the name. Collectively, staff and students work diligently year-round to host various events, oftentimes revolving around everyone's favorite, free food. In community college, we have opportunities for students to become leaders through outlets like the Associated Student Government. These organizations have shaped me into the person that I am today, and I am eternally grateful. My favorite event on campus is the annual Lunar New Year event, because it's a time with traditional lion dancers, Chinese food, and a time to celebrate and embrace the holiday. It's very near and dear to my heart. Therefore, the combination of great events and small classes, you are more likely to collaborate with groups of diverse people. With those 3 myths being dismantled, we can now look at what we can do moving forward. The biggest way I want to shift everyone's perspective is that certificates or associates are not just a stepping stone. Instead, we should recognize these vital events as milestones. I want you all to know how important it is that you are pursuing higher education, regardless of your end goal. Let's embrace the journey because it is just as important as the destination. One of my close friends, who I took many of my biology and general chemistry courses with, was not intending to attend graduation because she was in such a rush to transfer out of the system. She didn't feel that it was important enough. But I know that her years of hard work and dedication deserve to be recognized and celebrated. So with a lot of annoying pestering, I was able to convince her to attend. Now imagine yourself in your cap and your gown, sitting at an event where you're being celebrated. At a time where everyone feels a sense of community, because graduation is a place for us to honor our hard work and accomplishments. In addition, the importance of graduation is oftentimes overlooked when people are focused on transferring. But as student trustee last year, I had the honor of sitting up on stage looking at hundreds of graduates who were walking during graduation. At that moment, I felt empowered by my fellow peers and community members. I know we have students here with us today who are the first in their family to attend college, veterans, students who are returning, students obtaining secondary degrees, and from so many different backgrounds and challenges that you all face, you deserve to celebrate your accomplishments. It is also an opportunity to recognize the friends and the family who have supported us during our journey. Therefore, I encourage every single student in this room to fill out the form to go to graduation, because you all deserve to celebrate the milestones of completing your certificate or degree. Consider it an excuse to have a party before your next steps. And if you're so motivated, invite me. After leaving this talk, let's proudly start an ongoing dialogue about debunking the myths of community colleges. In doing so, we can promote other students to attend a school in the largest and most diverse system of higher education in the country. But I'm not only talking to students here. I need parents, I need community members, I need educators to help debunk this negative stigma. It is on everyone's shoulders that we take part in destigmatizing community college. Because as one of my fellow Board of Governors members says, we serve the top 100% of students. What I'm asking everyone is to agree to promote community colleges as the forefront of education with accessibility and opportunities everywhere. Now, going back to that same opening scene from my intro, when someone asks me, where do you go to college? I proudly say Mission College.